A steel block, weighing thousands of tons, is being lifted off the ground by a single crane. Beneath it, hundreds of engineers have to calculate every single inch. Just one small mistake, and the entire project could turn into a disaster. But for the steel monsters on this list, that is just another day on the job. Some can lift up to 6,000 tons. Some require hundreds of truckloads just to transport all their parts. And some were built to install gigantic wind turbines taller than skyscrapers. In this video, we're going to explore the 7 largest cranes in the world. Number 7, XCMG XGC88000. Starting off the list is the XCMG XGC88000, one of the most powerful all-terrain mobile cranes in the world. Even though it can move between different construction sites, this machine still has a lifting capacity of up to 3,000 tons. It was built to install massive wind turbines where each component can weigh hundreds of tons and must be lifted higher than many buildings. During one operation, the XCMG XGC88000 lifted a wind power component weighing about 190 tons to a height of around 525 feet, just a few inches off, and the entire process could become extremely dangerous. That is why this crane is considered one of the most terrifying steel monsters in the renewable energy industry. Keep watching until the end, because the cranes coming up next are even bigger and far harder to believe. Number 5. Terex CC8800-1 Twin. We have the Terex CC8800-1 Twin, one of the most powerful giant crawler cranes ever built. This machine has a maximum lifting capacity of around 3,500 tons. What makes it special is its twin boom design. Instead of using just one boom system like a regular crane, the Terex CC8800-1 Twin uses 2 massive boom systems working side by side, giving it terrifying levels of stability and lifting power. To stay balanced while lifting extremely heavy loads, it needs a series of enormous counterweights at the back. From a distance, this machine looks like a steel fortress stretching its arms into the sky. The Terex CC8800-1 Twin is often used in heavy industrial projects, power plants, petrochemical facilities, and construction sites where massive components need to be lifted, loads that ordinary cranes could almost never handle. With a lifting capacity of thousands of tons, this is definitely one of the most incredible steel monsters on land. Number 2, the 5,000-ton super crane group. At number 2, we have a group of super cranes with lifting capacities of up to 5,000 tons. These are not machines built for ordinary construction sites. They were created for mega industrial projects where a single component can weigh as much as an entire building. The most famous crane in this group is the Mammoet SK6000, better known by its legendary nickname, Big Carl. From the name alone, many people can already imagine just how massive it is. Big Carl is a ring crane. That means it does not move like a normal wheeled or crawler crane. Instead, it operates on a gigantic circular rail system. Thanks to this design, Big Carl can rotate 360 degrees around the work area. And this is exactly what makes it so intimidating. Because when a machine with thousands of tons of lifting power can still rotate with flexibility, it is not just powerful, it is also incredibly precise. Big Carl's circular rail system is about 490 feet in diameter. Underneath it are hundreds of wheels and multiple motors working together to move the entire massive structure. Every time it lifts a load, engineers have to calculate the weight, the lifting angle, the wind direction, the stability, and even the position of every counterweight. Just one small miscalculation, and a block of material weighing thousands of tons could become a massive danger. Besides Big Carl, the 5,000-ton crane group also includes the Mammoet PTC200DS and the ALK 350. These are all extremely powerful representatives in the world of super heavy lifting. They often appear in petrochemical projects, power plants, heavy industrial facilities, and construction sites that need to install gigantic modules. What these machines have in common is this: they do not just lift heavy objects. They help shorten construction time, reduce the number of assembly steps, and allow humans to build structures that were once almost impossible to create. From a distance, these super cranes look like steel towers dominating the entire construction site. With a lifting capacity of 5,000 tons, they are strong enough to handle components that most cranes in the world would never dare to touch. But the incredible thing is, even though they are already this terrifying, they are still not the strongest cranes on today's list. Number 6. Liebherr LR 13,000. At number 6, we have the Liebherr LR 13,000, one of the most powerful crawler cranes ever built. This giant machine comes from Germany, and it has a maximum lifting capacity of up to 3,000 tons. But what makes the Liebherr LR 13,000 so incredible is not just its lifting power. It is also its terrifying height. When fully assembled with its complete boom system, this machine can reach a height of around 815 feet. That is taller than many mid-sized skyscrapers. The Liebherr LR 13,000 is often used in massive projects such as power plants, oil refineries, and petrochemical facilities, heavy industrial construction, and the installation of oversized, extremely heavy components. The scary part is, with its enormous pulling power, it can even lift and move smaller cranes. From a distance, the Liebherr LR 13,000 looks like a mobile steel tower rising above the construction site. And even with a lifting capacity of 3,000 tons, it still only ranks number 6 on this list. Number 4. The 4,000-ton steel monster group at number 4. We have a group of cranes with lifting capacities of up to 4,000 tons. This is not just one single crane, but an entire weight class for machines so powerful they almost seem impossible. One of the most notable cranes in this group is America's Liebherr AFRD, a gigantic ring crane often used in nuclear power plant projects. To stay stable while lifting extremely heavy components, it does not rely only on counterweights. It also uses a massive fixed concrete ring foundation. Thanks to this design, the machine can rotate and move enormous loads with greater safety, especially on projects where even the smallest margin of error matters. Another giant in this group is the Mammoet SK6000, a massive crawler crane from China. This machine is so enormous that it takes around 150 heavy-duty truckloads just to transport all of its parts to the job site. The transportation, assembly, and calibration alone are like a massive engineering project before the real work even begins. This group also includes several super all-terrain cranes, including the XCMG XGC88000, the Sony SAC40000T, and the Zoomlion ZAT40000 H7. Unlike fixed cranes, these wheeled machines are designed to be more mobile, move faster between work areas, and directly serve the modern wind power industry. Because today, wind turbines are getting taller, their blades are getting longer, and each component is much heavier than before. To lift those gigantic pieces of material hundreds of feet into the air, an ordinary crane would have almost no chance. From a distance, these machines look like steel towers reaching their arms into the sky. And with a lifting capacity of 4,000 tons, they can handle massive components that most cranes in the world could only stand back and watch. Number 1. Mammoet SK6000. At the top of the list, cart. We have a machine currently considered one of the most powerful land-based cranes in the world, Mammoet SK6000. Its name alone already gives you a sense of the terrifying power inside. This machine has a maximum lifting capacity of up to 6,000 tons. That is a number almost beyond imagination for a crane operating on land. To put it simply, 6,000 tons is equal to the weight of thousands of cars combined. But the incredible thing is, the Mammoet SK6000 was not built just to set records. It was created to solve some of the hardest challenges in modern construction, especially in offshore wind projects where foundation components and gigantic modules are becoming larger, heavier, and far more difficult to install than ever before. Instead of having to split massive structures into many smaller pieces, the Mammoet SK6000 can lift super heavy components in a single operation. That helps save time, reduce risk, and improve precision in billion-dollar mega projects. From a distance, the Mammoet SK6000 does not look like an ordinary crane. It looks like a gigantic steel fortress built to lift things that humans once could barely even imagine. And with a lifting capacity of up to 6,000 tons, the Mammoet SK6000 truly deserves the #1 spot on the list of the largest cranes in the world. Number 3. XCMG XGC88000. At number 3, we have one of the largest crawler cranes ever built in China, XCMG XGC88000. This machine has a rated lifting capacity of around 3,600 tons, but during a special test, it successfully lifted a load of up to 4,500 tons. That number alone is enough to turn the XGC88000 into one of the most terrifying steel monsters in the heavy construction industry. What makes it even more special is the engineering system inside. XCMG equipped this machine with 3 independent power units, allowing it to maintain enormous pulling force when lifting super heavy components. Not only that, it also uses a dual cable tension balancing system which helps reduce stress on the structure and improve safety during operation. Because when a crane is lifting thousands of tons, even a tiny difference in pulling force can lead to extremely serious consequences. The XGC88000 is often used in mega projects such as nuclear power plants, oil refineries, and petrochemical facilities, and industrial sites that need to install gigantic modules. From a distance, this machine looks like a steel fortress standing in the middle of the construction site. Its boom stretches high into the sky, its massive crawler tracks grip the ground beneath it, and behind it are counterweights, weighing thousands of tons to keep the entire machine balanced. With a lifting capacity that has reached up to 4,500 tons. The XCMG XGC88000 truly deserves the #3 spot on the list of the largest cranes in the world.